Hi, my name is Tyler Brooks. Welcome to the Directorate of Flight Safety Crash Scene Hazard Management video series. In this video, we're going to talk about the basics of the DFS updated approach to crash scene hazard management. We will introduce the 5 categories of hazards and the crash scene hazard matrix. Aircraft crash scenes can be dangerous, and they can remain dangerous throughout all the phases of emergency response, investigation, and cleanup. Personnel responsible for the management of a crash scene need a process to keep everyone safe. The process must allow quick and accurate risk assessment, selection of the most effective safety measures, and safe scene handover to other personnel. Aircraft crash scenes can also be complex. Accident sites can involve hundreds, even thousands of components and materials that may be broken up, mixed together, and chemically changed by fire. Aircraft accidents can also occur in remote locations and hazardous environments. Identifying and managing the individual hazards at any particular aircraft crash site can be time-consuming and overwhelming. To solve this problem, DFS developed an updated approach to crash scene hazard management. This approach is based on the risk management process and the principles recommended by the International Civil Aviation Organization. The result is a simple yet comprehensive evidence-based approach to managing crash scene hazards as broad categories rather than as separate individual hazards. After consultation with accident investigators, aviation experts, aerospace and occupational medicine specialists, DFS adopted the following 5 hazard categories: physical, chemical, environmental, psychological, and biological. These hazard categories can be managed using the risk management process. The risk management process is the cycle of identifying hazards, determining exposure routes, assessing the level of risk, introducing control measures, and reviewing and revising the risk assessment as necessary. However, starting the risk management process immediately after a crash is time-consuming. Having a head start when managing a crash scene will save time and improve safety. To do this, we recommend pre-assessing the hazard categories as much as reasonably possible for known or expected hazards. For instance, DFS has pre-assessed the hazard categories for its aircraft fleets using the best available evidence from scientific and medical literature, material safety data sheets, and expert opinions. This risk pre-assessment is summarized in the Crash Scene Hazard Matrix, or CRASH Matrix. Of course, you should review your own aircraft fleets for any unusual or specific hazards, and you are encouraged to make any adjustments to the crash matrix to suit your organization. However, you can start with this crash matrix, as it is general enough to help you with the initial assessment of most types of aircraft crashes. We also recommend having a pocket card version available for quick reference. An electronic version of the crash matrix, kept on a portable device, is a convenient way to have it easily available. Every crash scene is different, and there can be unexpected conditions or hazards that you cannot pre-assess. You can quickly apply the risk management process and adjust the crash matrix to suit any new or changing hazards at the crash scene. A modifiable electronic version of the crash matrix is a great way to document any changes that may be required. We also recommend reviewing the crash matrix regularly to make sure all hazards continue to be managed appropriately. Once completed, the crash matrix is a helpful visual reference when giving safety briefings to personnel before they enter a crash scene. A completed crash matrix is also a valuable record of how crash scene hazards were managed and simplifies the safe handover of the scene to other personnel. The crash matrix is reviewed in detail in another video so that you can become familiar with it before using it in the field. This concludes the introduction to the DFS approach to crash scene hazard management.